Hello and welcome in, everyone. It's Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Elite Discord Tournament, and we are watching Game 4 between the Justice and the Lockhorns. We will be heading back out to Stade Royale, where we will see if the Justice can force a Game 5 or if the Lockhorns can lock it down to be able to advance to the second round of this tournament. So, gonna head right into this one, starting with suggested lineup for the Justice. We'll see Linfield Harden get the leadoff spot. He'll be locked in at first base. Skyla Luna is tense, but she'll be starting at short, moving into the second spot in the order. Ren Hebert will be starting in right field and hitting number 3. Pork Nelson will be DHing and will be hitting in the 4 spot. Francesca Brown still catching. She'll be locked in batting 5. Sam Huffman will now be playing center field and will be in the 6th spot. Johnny Campos continues to play third, batting 7th. Albert Jaramillo will be at second base, batting 8th. And then Kamari Butler will get the start in left field, and he will be batting 9th, I believe, because of that contact versus righty trait. So Amos Elliston will be on the mound for the Justice. Let's head over to see what the Lockhorns are up to. They'll have locked in. Oh my gosh, it did it again. I don't know why it's trying to get Worry Habibi. Hold on one second. Bale Rowe is a lefty, and I don't know if... Hold on, let me try this again. Okay, it doesn't change anything. I thought maybe they were trying to get Kamari Butler in there because of a righty, but he's still starting regardless. So that's what we're going to do for that, for Justice. And then for the Lockhorns... Everything else is going to stay the same here. We'll have Gabriel Blanchard, who's locked in, playing second base today and leading off, followed by Joe Tent, who's still tense and will be hitting in the 2 spot and playing shortstop. Alex Hazard will be batting third and playing first base. J.R. Vang continues to play, kind of bounce back and forth between right and left. He'll be playing right field, batting fourth. Raiden Gaines will get the start at DH, batting fifth. Marv Kim will be playing third base again, batting 6th. Pon Montez in left field, batting 7th. Elena Lim will continue to be the center fielder, batting 8th. And Emerson Smith getting a little tired, but will continue to play catcher and hit in that 9 spot for Bale Rowe, who will be getting the start for the Lockhorns. And let's get this game started. Again, heading back out to Stade Royale. Elliston versus Rowe. Just want to do a quick peek and see if we can see where these players were at in the first tournament. Elliston pitched for the Lockhorns, actually, and now has moved over to the Justice. And for Bale Rowe, he pitched for the Overdogs and is now pitching for the Lockhorns. So, it'll be interesting to see Elliston versus his former team. Linfield Harden will lead things off. Contact versus lefties activated against Bale Rowe. Bale has tier 1 meltdown, which impacts his accuracy if he gives up 4 consecutive batters reached, I believe. 3-1 count here for Harden, and we'll foul 1 off, so it's going to be full. Tough out will activate. Maxed out contact for Linfield, and he pops it foul. 4 pitches for Rowe. Pops another one foul there. 4-seam, 2-seam, slider, curveball. And another one goes foul there. So good battle for Harden. And he wins that battle as he's going to get a base hit to right field to lead off this game with a runner on first for Skyla Luna. Skyla. She has yet to get a hit. She's still tense. Bale Rowe with the 10th pitch already gets a pop foul. And there it is. Skyla Luna sends one all the way into the sky. That one's deep into right field. Second deck shot. As she finally finds a pitch to drive. She sends it 435. And that's a 2-run homer. Her first hit is a 2-run shot. And the Justice are alive. As Justice is served on that pitch. And Skyla Luna says, finally, I'm back. As Bale Rowe immediately goes to tense mojo. Ren Hebert, with first pitch Slayer activated, will ground out to short for out number 1. So we'll be keeping a count on consecutive batters reaching as the number gets reset back to 0, as that we'll see when Meltdown potentially activates. Here comes Pork Nelson, had the day off last game, and we'll get a base hit here. Slow dribbler into center field, and that's going to be a single with 1 out and 2 runs already scored. Francesca Brown with Tier 3 first pitch slayer. We'll see what she gears up for on this first pitch. Bale Rowe still tense. It's going to be a curveball high. There's a fastball at the top or the bottom of the zone for a strike. Popped foul, so down 1-2 in the count. Easy target is activated here, helping out Rowe as he'll go foul, out of the zone there. And this one, oh wow, little hiccup there from Marv Kim, as he really wasn't sure how to handle that one, and instead of knocking it down, he allows it into left field. So that's the second consecutive hit for the Justice. Sam Huffman with Tier 2 RBI hero finally activated for him. Bale Rowe still tense, trying to figure out how to get out of this inning. Looks like we might see Worry Habibi anyways, with the way things are going for Bale right now. He's looking for somebody to bail him out. 2-2 count with 1 out. Runners on first and second. Ball out of the zone, so full count now for Bale. And that's going to be pulled foul, so full count once again. Popped into right field. Is it going to get down? J.R. Vink charging in. We'll catch that and get it in quickly. That's going to be a fly out to right field for out number 2. Huffman loses some mojo there. And that's going to reset the counter once again, so no, back to 0 for Bale. We're on Meltdown watch. Johnny Campos with Tier 2 RBI hero activated as well, batting .333. Staying low is Bale Rowe. This one lined right to Marv Kim, who catches that out of the air for out number 3. 2 runs on Skyla Luna's first hit of the tournament. A 2-run homer. Big blast to right field to give the Justice the lead in this matchup. Now, Gabriel Blanchard with Tier 3 contact versus righties activated. He's locked in as well. Swing at the first pitch and just misses the third base bag. Amos Elliston, looking at his former team, feeling weird facing off against them instead of for them, but he feels comfortable here at Stade Royale as he gets the strikeout on Blanchard, and that'll drop his mojo back to neutral. Rally starter activated for Joe Tent. We'll see his contact go over 100. Ball 1 inside, and a looping curveball that's going to be pushed foul. Ball stays outside here. Elliston will tie the count here, 2-2 with 1 out. And Tent will foul another one off, so he's staying alive with that good contact. Checks his swing and holds back, so it's full. And will chase the ball out of the zone. He makes contact and pulls it, but it's going to go to the second baseman for out number 2. Alex Hazard, batting .250 on the tournament with 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. Will swing at the first pitch he sees, and it goes right to Albert Jaramillo. He probably just hurt his hand catching that ball, as it was not one you want to get in front of. Luckily, he was able to kind of catch it off to the side for out number 3. So nice pitching from Elliston. And taking a 2-0 lead heading into the second inning, Bale Rowe, who is still tense, it will look to see a cleaner inning than what he did in the first time out. 2-1 count here to Jaramillo. That ball's going to be... That's going to be ball 4. So he is already starting to melt down a little bit, as he is really frustrated with himself allowing a walk to lead off the second inning. So it's the first batter reaching. And here comes Kamari Butler with Tier 2 Little Hack. Gets a tense row. Contact versus righties at Tier 2 is not active in this at-bat. Ball high, 2-2 count. Rowe already approaching the 40-pitch mark as he gets a grounder to second, or right up the middle, and he's able to turn 2. And that's a big moment for him as he gets his mojo back to neutral. And Linfield Harden will now come up 1-for-1 with a single. Has all that contact versus lefties going for him. We'll take his first pitch strike. It's a good battle between these two last time. Bale Rowe a little bit more tired than the first time you saw him, and it's going to be another win for Linfield. It's going to be a base hit up the middle. And after getting the double play and getting his mojo back, he drops back to 10th immediately after giving up that base hit. So with 2 outs, Skyla Luna still 10th after that home run, and she almost gets another one as she fouls that one way out of play for strike 1. And then she gets a base hit up the middle here, so she's able to keep the inning going, and that's the second batter reached, and Skyla now back to neutral mojo. Ren Hebert, 0 for 1. First pitch Slayer activated to tier 3. And Bale Rowe gets pulled for Brobo Snell, who pitched in the last game. Still pretty much full stamina here. Oh my god, that ball sent into deep right center field. It's going to get down, bounces in that deepest part of the park. Elena Lim gets to a 2-run score easily, and Hebert will stop at second base. So a 2-run double for Hebert, and that's going to be a 4-0 ball game for the Justice. Pork Nelson will now have tier 2 RBI hero activated, 1 for 1 with a single already. Robo Snell will immediately become tense. He also has tier 3 walk prone and tier 3 fast or elite 4-seam. This ball will bloop into right field and get down in front of Vang. Base rounder activates for Hebert, but he's not there in time as the throw from Vang gets him at home to end the inning. Wow, this could have gotten way worse if they're late on that throw, but instead he's able to get out of it after giving up a double. And 4-0 ball game for the Justice as they take a pretty big lead here in the second inning. Amos Ellison out for a second inning of work. Will have to face off against J.R. Vang. J.R. started hot, but has slowed down a bit. 1-2 count. And this is going to get past the diving second baseman. It's going to get all the way into that corner. Misplayed by Huffman as he was huffing it, trying to get it get into that corner fast enough. It's going to be a leadoff double for J.R. Vang. And now Raiden Gaines comes in. 250 on the tournament. Great power hitter. And Elliston has to be careful here. 20th pitch of his day is a ball, so 3-0 count here to Gaines. And he'll take the strike. Get me over strike there. 3-1, and he pops that or pushes that foul, so now even, or a full count. Fouls one off. And way late on that one, and Raiden Gaines strikes out. It's going to be 1 out for Marv Kim. 125 with a home run and 2 RBIs. A 2-run shot in his last game. And a ball inside. Amos does have tier 3 workhorse, so we'll see that keep his stamina going. 2-1 count here to Kim. And we'll catch up to the fastball, but push a foul. 2-2. Ball 3 low. Full count. And that one bounces off of the batter, or not batter, apparently, as the runner is able to advance, as that one crossed up the catcher and almost gets out of play, but luckily Francesca Brown was able to get to that one right before the dugout, and it's going to be a walk. Runner advances to third. That ball hit very hard from Pond Montez, but foul. So first and third with 1 out, and Pond will take ball 2 there. Ball 3 favor of Pond here, 3-1, and there's a strike taken. So full count once again. And we'll dribble one to second base. Diving is Elliston, not able to get to it in time. And so it's going to allow the runner to score on the ground out. Runner at first advances to second base, so we'll be in scoring position for Elena Lim. And a 4-1 ball game here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs. Lim batting .571. She's going to hit this one hard into left field. And, oh, nice play from Kamari Butler as he was ranging. The ball was tailing away from him, and he had to stop right in front of the wall for out number 3. So a big inning there as they really work the pitch count of Amos Allison. And while he is tier 3 workhorse, you also don't want to see him working so hard in any given inning. And so it's going to be 4-1 here in the top of the third. Robo Snell still tense, trying to be careful here. And he misplays that one. 13% chance. What could have been an easy ground out ends up being an infield single. I don't know if they'll call the error on that one, but that's going to be a mojo boost for whoever's on first. I missed that one. Huffman comes in tense. Snell will send a base or give him a base hit up the middle as he's now kind of gun shy. Huffman gets his mojo back. He's back to neutral. So 2 on, no outs. RBI hero activated at tier 2 for Johnny Campos. Looking for his first RBI of the tournament. That one does not get the call. That one does, however. 1-1 count. Misses the bottom here. 2-1. And Campos, liked that pitch, pulled it, and pulled it just foul. 2-2. Got froze on the changeup. Strike 3, and Robo Snell says, give me that one, thank you. That's out number 1. Albert Jaramillo, no plate appearance today. Or, I'm sorry, no at-bat as he walked his first time up. And he hits this one to deep left field. That one's going to carry, and that's going to get out of here. Justice is served once again. A 3-run shot from Albert Jaramillo makes this a 7-1 ball game, and the Lockhorns have to feel frustrated as they had an opportunity to put the Justice away early, but instead, a bad start from Bale Rowe, their number 4 starter, and we are going to be seeing, at least as it looks right now, a potential Game 5. Robo Snell has been really, really rough as he gives up another base hit, and I think he would be in meltdown mode if he were to be, if he had that trait. Linfield Harden comes in. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Runner on first with 1 out, and Snell is rattled. They're going to keep him in, however. I don't know if he's just a sacrificial lamb at this point. A sacrificial ram, if you will. Tough out activated here. Tier 3, 0-2 count. Takes ball 1 high. This one's going to be pulled foul. Got real antsy. Couldn't wait on that one. And this is going to be blooped right in front of Joe Tent and throwing into the dirt. But still, nice pick from the first baseman to get out of this inning. But 3 runs come across on the huge Albert Jaramillo 3-run homer. And the Lockhorns have a lot of catching up to do if they want a chance back in this one against Elliston, who has barely seen his his stamina move at all. Gets a grounder to short, over to first, out number 1. Gabriel Blanchard for his second at-bat of the tournament, of the day. Tier 3 contact versus righties activated again. He was locked in and struck out in the first at-bat. This one he dribbles to third, misplayed by Elliston, and nice speed from Blanchard as he's able to get to first in time for an infield single. Joe Tense, 0 for 1. Rally starter not activated here. And let's look at the first pitch, pull foul. Blanchard with only average speed over there at first base, but he was hustling down the line nonetheless. And it doesn't matter because Tent grounds to second base, and that's an easy double play to end the inning. So Joe Tent, he did get released by the Thumpers after the first tournament. They just felt he was a liability in the field, and now you're seeing that he is kind of a liability at the plate too. And the Lockhorns might be very disappointed in their decision to draft him. Worry Habibi, who really wanted to start this game, and she was probably like, I should have started. She comes into this one to relieve Robo Snell, and she'll get ahead 0-2 against Skyla Luna, who strikes out, and she'll drop her mojo back to neutral, back to tense. Despite going 2 for 3 with a 2-run homer, she's going to be tense after that at-bat. And Ren Hebert, who had a huge 2-run double in his last at-bat. Oh, and Worry Habibi gets blasted in the face, I think, and she has not moved. Nice recovery from Emerson Smith to be able to get the out over at first base, but Habibi gets hurt, and Teacup Roden has to come in extreme pain. She got hit in the face. And that's the second pitcher to be injured for the Lockhorns. Oh, man. That's going to be out number 3 on a grounder to second base, and I think the crowd has kind of got all their energy sapped up on that one swing of the bat. Everyone's going to be wondering if Worry Habibi is okay. We're all worried about her. We'll have to check in after the game and see how much damage was done. But this is going to be really difficult. There's a pop-up to foul territory, calling it as Francesca Brown for out number 1. It's going to be really difficult for the Lockhorns if they move on in this tournament because they have a starter that's injured and now a reliever that's injured. J.R. Vang is locked in, batting .500. He had a double in his last at-bat, came around to score. 1-2 count. And we'll get a base hit up the middle, so he continues to have success today against Amos Elliston, his former teammate. And now Raiden Gaines comes up. 0 for 1. Elliston back to neutral mojo. 50 pitches. And his attributes have barely moved. Gets the strike there. Ooh, Raiden Gaines geared up on that one, but got a little ahead of it. Pulled it foul. 2-2 now. And it looked like that pitch was in the exact same spot, but instead they call it a strike this time. And that's going to be called strike 3, and Elston gets his mojo back. He is back to locked in. 2 outs, runner on first, and first pitch swinging to Luna. Over to first, out number 3. So through 4, 7-1, Justice lead. Heading into the top of the 5th. Going to be 5-6-7 for the Justice, and Teacup Roden needs to put in a lot of work here to save the rest of her bullpen. Easy target activated, as well as first pitch Slayer will take a strike. Pops one foul, so falls behind 0-2. And another foul. Francesca takes a ball high and inside. And there's strike 3, so Teacup with the strikeout there, and feeling frustrated is Francesca Brown, but that'll be strike 3 and out number 1. First pitch swinging is Sam Huffman, who pops that foul. This ball stays low and out of the zone. There's another one, same spot. Staying low here, 3-1. And a grounder to short. Hazard will toss it to Roden. Out number 2. I think Teacup is now locked in. She is. With 2 outs. And Campos comes up. We'll get even 1-1. And a grounder to short. Joe Tent has to hurry. With Max Sprinter activated, Campos can get down that line pretty quickly. And he ends up getting the ground out to short to end the inning. So Teacup Roden ends up getting out of that inning in 1-2-3, and now the Lockhorns in the bottom of the 5th have a lot of work to do if they want to try and get into this one. Falling behind 0-2, Pon Montez will pop one foul. Ball low. There's a ball inside, so 2-2 now. Over 60 pitches is Elston. And there's a pop-up, very weakly hit right behind the plate, and Francesca Brown pops out of the crouch and catches that for out number 1. All right, so Alina Lim comes in. She's now batting .500 as she has been struggling as of late. She falls behind 1-2 in the count. Elston with the putout pitch will just miss the inside corner for ball 2. And Elena Lim sends it into deep right center field, and it's going to carry one hop the wall, bounces right over to Huffman, and he's able to get it in before she tries for third base, but that's a double with 1 out. Need a lot more than that, but it's a good start for sure as the Lockhorns show a little bit of life here in the 5th inning. Emerson Smith now comes up. Great contact hitter as he makes good contact, but lifts it into left field. and right to Kamari Butler for out number 2. So having to hold is Elena Lim. She stays at second base. And now Gabriel Blanchard, 1 for 2 with a single and contact versus righties maxed out at tier 3. Batting .500, takes strike 1. And shatters his bat as that one goes foul. So it's going to be 0-2 now. And we'll take a ball inside, just misses the corner. There's ball 2, so evens the count 2-2 with 2 outs. Blanchard blasts right field, and that one's going to get up and out of here on a line. And Blanchard locks in and locks that one up. 2-run shot, 404. And the Lockhorns starting to get back into this one, inching their way back. 7-3 is the score now. And Joe Tent will now get to walk into the batter's box with Rally Starter activated with 0-2 and Tent's Mojo. Elliston is currently neutral. 75th pitch of the at-bat, or of the day for him, is a ball. 1-1. Pops foul for strike 2. Elston now starting to show signs of getting tired, but it doesn't matter as he gets the strikeout there. And Joe Tent is now no longer tense, but he is now rattled as he strikes out. And now it's going to be the top of the 6th. Albert Jaramillo will come up to the plate already with 1 home run today. He swings at the first pitch and sends it into center field for a base hit. So the Justice potentially looking to see if they can add to their lead. Up by 4 right now. And he'll have Tier 2 contact versus righties activated against Teacup Rodin. Little Hack activates here. High pressure now. Chases strike 2 out of the zone. Little Hack stays active. That's going to be ball high. 1-2 count. And pops a pulled foul, and it looks like it's going to carry out a play for strike 2, or I guess to remain at 1-2. Another foul. And this one right to Joe Tent, who's rattled. He still is able to make the play, and Gabriel Blanchard turns in the double play for out number 2. So big way to wash away that base hit. And it is now 2 outs. Pulled foul on this one. Another foul ball. Linfield Harden will have Tier 3 tough out activated with an 0-2 count. And popped up to the third base side in foul territory. Marv Kim able to range over there and get out number 3. So Teacup Rodin, nice pitching from him. Or from her, excuse me. As she keeps her team in the game. And now Alex Hazard is tasked with the first opportunity to help his team out as Frida Schmidt comes in to replace Elliston. Boy, if you can go Elliston to Frida Schmidt, that's a pretty tough experience for the Lockhorns. 3-0 count here. Hazard will not have the green light, takes strike 1. And we'll get a base hit there, or a grounder up the middle, and Frida Schmidt able to get a glove on it, deflects it over to second base, and Jaramillo was ready as he was able to get that one over to first in time for out number 1. Now J.R. Vang comes up, max pressure, he's locked in, and he pulls one foul. Swings hard through strike 2. And there's, wow, that one echoed throughout the entire stadium. 1-2 count. And he muzzles one past Linfield Harden. And that one shoots off that small wall in right field for out, or for a base hit. And with 1 out, down by 4, Braden Gaines, who's tense, will come up to bat. And he, oh man, as he gets a hold of one and right up against the wall in right field, dies. Ren Hebert catches that for out number 2, and man, if he just had a little bit more on that one, or if he gets on top of it just a little bit more, that's an easy 2-run homer. Instead, now we're down to 2 outs. The Lockhorns looking at their last hope, which is Marv Kim. He's looking for an off-speed pitch, that changeup. There it is, but pushed foul. 0-2 count, and he swings through strike 3, so Frida Schmidt able to get out of that one, and the Justice will force game 5 as they win this one 7-3 All 7 runs come in the first 3 innings. The Lockhorns really struggled pitching-wise to get this one started, but their offense struggled a bit too. For the Justice, we saw a 2-for-4 day from Harden, 2-for-3 from Skylar Luna. She had that big home run, her first hit of the tournament, a 2-run shot. And then we saw a two-run double from Ren Hebert, 2-for-3 from Pork, from Francesca Brown, 2-for-2 from Jaramillo as he hits a 3-run homer. I think that ended up being the game winner. And yeah, big day for the Justice offense. For the Lockhorns, Blanchard with a 2-run homer. He came up big for his team, 2-for-3. 3-for-3 day from J.R. Vang. He always stays hot. But 0-for-3 from Tent, 0-for-3 from Hazard, 0-for-3 from Gaines, 0-for-2 from Kim, from Montez, from Smith, Elena Lim with a run scored on a double. But yeah, the offense just was not there for the Lockhorns. They have to figure that out before Game 5. All right, so Elliston goes 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 earned runs on a home run, and 1 home run. He strikes out 4. Frida Schmidt comes in, and she throws 1 inning, gives up 1 hit and 1 strikeout. For the Lockhorns, Bale Rowe was brutal. 1 2/3, gives up 6 hits, 1 walk, 4 earned runs, and 1 home run. Couldn't strike anybody out. Robo Snell, not much better, 1 1/3, giving up 4 hits, 3 earned runs on 1 home run, and 1 strikeout. Wari Habibi comes in. She gets 2 outs before getting blasted in the face. We'll have to check on her health. She does get a strikeout. And then Teacup Rodin, valiant performance from her. 2 1/3, giving up 1 hit and 1 strikeout. But it didn't mean anything as the Lockhorns end up losing this one. Jaramillo with number 1 spot. Skyla Luna, number 2. Gabriel Blanchard, number 3 for Game 4 of this tournament. So we'll have to see what ends up happening in Game 5 as they head back to Shaka Sports Turf, and the Lockhorns got to be really frustrated about that. Just going to do a quick peek over at the Lockhorns, see the status of their pitching staff as Bale Rowe is tense. Brickley Davidson is weak. He was injured on the elbow injury. We see Wari Habibi is hurt. She's probably going to be out for a while. And honestly, we initially thought maybe there was a mistake of the Lockhorns bringing in 6 relief pitchers. But in this case, it ends up working out for them. We'll see how that all plays out. Tense Robo Snell. And then we have McConnell and James Elliott for their bullpen. So they have some depth still, thankfully. And Brickley Davidson, he may not recover fully, but he might be close by the time his next spot in the rotation comes up. If he ends up getting another spot in the rotation, we'll have to see. But the next time out, we will see the Joyriders and the Underworld once again. The Underworld already won 1 game, and now they'll have to... See, this is happening again. Santiago is a relief pitcher. Urkel Henry is a relief pitcher. What the hell is happening? Hold on, let me do this really quick. No, this is a mess. All right, so Fleshman already pitched. Lupton pitched. Darth Hughes is the pitcher for the Joyriders, and for the... I don't know what this AI is doing. This was never a problem in the first tournament. And this is where we face a problem as Lennox McGribbons would be pitching in this matchup. He threw 42 pitches his last time out in relief appearance for Claire Russo. I don't know what to do here. Dainty Tumblo isn't fully recovered yet. I think we're going to just go with Lennox McGribbons, let him get the start, and hope the bullpen can help him out. I'm sorry to Papa Yeager if he sees this and he's not happy with this decision, but I think this is kind of the best situation right now. And honestly, this is your fault for bringing him in as a relief pitcher. I'm just kidding. I know that was your call. I don't know why that happened though. And it ends up putting us in this situation. So game four, it's probably going to be more of a bullpen game as Lennox McGribbons will have to pitch on short rest. And we'll see more of this these two teams next time out. But thank you so much for watching. We will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.